When the clock struck 8 and the moon peeked through the curtains, Martin knew it was almost time. Not time for brushing teeth or bedtime stories, though he always pretended to follow the rules, but for something far more exciting. Because every night, as the world fell asleep and the stars blinked awake, Martin's bed turned into a flying ship. It hadn't always been that way. Just last week, it was an ordinary bed with squeaky springs and a missing wheel. But on his 9th birthday, he had found a tiny silver key under his pillow. No note, no explanation, just one word carved into the metal: adventure. That night, as he turned the key into a little knot at the corner of his headboard, his bed shuddered, glowed, and then lifted gently off the floor, creaking like the deck of an old sailing ship. "Where to tonight, Captain Martin?" said a cheerful voice. It was the bed itself, or rather, its new form. A floating vessel with patchwork sails made from his blankets and control knobs made from old toy parts. Martin rubbed his eyes, smiling. "Let's find something new, somewhere I've never been." And off they soared up through the ceiling, which magically opened like a secret hatch, past the rooftops and into the sky stitched with stars. Tonight's destination appeared as a glowing compass on the headboard. Island of Forgotten Sounds. Martin tilted his head. "Forgotten Sounds?" the bed explained. "It's where all the lost noises of the world live. Sounds no one remembers. A bell no longer rung. A laugh never repeated. Even the squeak of old swing sets." Martin's eyes sparkled. "Let's go." The wind picked up beneath the sails, and the bed sliced through clouds like butter. Finally, after crossing a galaxy of dreams and floating melodies, they arrived. Below them was an island shimmering with strange echoes, whispers, gurgles, clicks, and tunes. The trees rustled like paper being folded, the grass hummed like tuning forks, and even the stones beneath Martin's feet whispered forgotten lullabies. Martin walked slowly, absorbing the magic. Then he heard it, a soft, crying sound. He followed the noise and found a small creature made entirely of bells, chimes, and whistles, curled beneath a mushroom tree. Martin knelt beside it. "Hey, what's wrong?" The creature sniffled. "I'm Echo. I'm a forgotten sound. I used to be a child's bedtime laugh, but they grew up, forgot me, so I ended up here." Martin sat beside him. "That's really sad." Echo blinked. "What happens to us here? We just fade away, unless someone remembers." Martin looked around. He saw dozens of other creatures, some shaped like record players, some like old wind-up toys, some like rippling puddles. They all looked tired and lonely. He stood up. "Then I'll remember you." Echo blinked again. "You will?" "Yes," Martin said firmly. "I'll take you with me." "But you can't. We're stuck here." Martin smiled. "I have a flying bed. Nothing is stuck when you have that. He ran back and shouted, "Bed, we have passengers." The bed chuckled. "Then we'd better make room." The mattress stretched. The blankets reshaped into hammocks and nests. Martin called out to the sounds, and one by one they floated toward him, soft echoes, giggles, yawns, the ding of old bicycles, and even the creak of doors opening into adventure. They boarded the flying bed, which now hummed with joy. As they soared back into the sky, Echo nestled by Martin's side, whispering, "You're the first person who ever came for us." Martin leaned back. "Well, you're not forgotten anymore." Back in his room, just before dawn, the bed landed with a soft thump. All the sounds, now glowing with new life, floated around Martin's room like fireflies. "What happens to them now?" Martin asked. "They'll stay here," the bed replied. "Each night they'll whisper stories in your dreams. Some might even go back into the world, into songs, games, laughter." Martin lay down with a smile. "Can we go somewhere new tomorrow?" The bed creaked. "Of course, Captain. Adventure never sleeps." And as the sun rose, painting his ceiling gold, Martin finally drifted into sleep, his room echoing softly with the forgotten sounds of wonder.